Not everyone who claps for you is happy for you. Some people smile at your success, congratulate you, even support you publicly, but deep down, they're hoping you stop growing. Because the moment your progress reminds them of what they're not doing, jealousy begins. And here's the dangerous part. Jealous people rarely attack directly. They attack quietly, through behavior, through energy, through subtle actions most people miss. Today we're uncovering 7 things jealous people do when they realize they can no longer compete with you. And once you see these signs, you'll never look at certain people the same way again. Comment 1 if you've ever felt someone secretly resent your success. Number 1, they start minimizing your success. At first, they celebrate your win, but over time, the compliments disappear. Suddenly, everything becomes, you got lucky. You were in the right place. Anyone could have done that. Notice what's happening. They're not evaluating your achievement. They're protecting their ego. Because accepting your success means confronting their lack of action, and that's uncomfortable, so instead of growing, they shrink your accomplishment, at least in their mind. Comment 1 if you've experienced this before. Number 2, they start copying you. This one surprises people. Because jealousy often looks like admiration, they copy your style, your habits, your ideas, even your way of speaking, but they'll never admit where it came from. Why? Because giving you credit feels like admitting you're ahead. And insecure people struggle with that, so they imitate quietly, pretending it was their idea all along. But imitation has always revealed one thing: attention. And people only study what they're focused on. Comment 1 if you've noticed someone copying you. Number 3, their energy suddenly changes. No argument, no conflict, and no obvious reason, but something feels different. The warmth disappears, conversations become shorter, the excitement fades, and you can feel it. Because comparison creates emotional distance. The more your growth reminds them of their stagnation, the colder they become. Not because you changed, because your progress became uncomfortable for them. Comment 1 if you've felt this shift from someone before. Number 4, they start talking about your character, not your results, your character. Because when people can't compete with what you do, they attack who you are. Suddenly you're too confident, too ambitious, too focused. Interesting, isn't it? The same traits that created your success become flaws in their story. Why? Because it's easier to damage your reputation than improve their own situation. And that's exactly what insecure people do. Comment 1 if you've seen this happen. Number 5, they quietly wait for you to fail. This is one of the biggest signs. Support disappears during your success. But the moment you make a mistake, they're everywhere, ready to discuss it, ready to highlight it, ready to remind everyone, because your failure creates temporary comfort. For a moment, they no longer feel behind, and that's why jealous people often pay more attention to your setbacks than your achievements. Comment 1 if this sounds familiar. Number 6, they pretend they don't care. This one is dangerous because it looks mature. They act indifferent, unbothered, disconnected, as if your success means nothing to them, but somehow they know everything you're doing, every achievement, every update, and every move. They claim not to care, yet they keep watching. Because fake indifference is often hidden obsession, and people rarely monitor things they truly don't care about. Comment 1 if you've noticed this behavior. Number 7, they attack your confidence. This is where jealousy becomes personal, because eventually they realize the real difference isn't talent, it isn't luck, it isn't opportunity, it's mindset. So they stop attacking your achievements and start attacking your belief in yourself. They question your confidence, your decisions, your personality, your ambition. Because confident people trigger insecure people, not intentionally, but naturally. Confidence reminds them of what they're missing, and that reflection can be painful. Comment 1 if you've experienced this yourself. Now, here's the truth most people never realize. Jealous people don't always hate you. They hate what your growth reveals inside them. Your discipline, your progress, your confidence, your courage. It becomes a mirror, and not everyone likes what they see in that reflection. That's why some people were comfortable with you only when you were smaller, only when you were struggling, only when you weren't growing faster than them. Comment 1 if this realization hit hard. So what should you do? Nothing. You don't need revenge. You don't need confrontation. You don't need to prove anything. Just keep growing, keep building, keep improving, because your success was never the problem. The problem was what it reminded them about themselves. Protect your peace, protect your focus, protect your future, and never shrink your potential to make insecure people comfortable. Comment 1 if you're committed to your growth. Now tell me, which of these 7 signs have you experienced most often? I read every comment, and if this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because sometimes the people competing with you silently are much closer than you think. See you in the next video.